Man, I'm here to tell y'all with full confidence. If you have not seen the great humanitarian crisis, otherwise known as Skid Row, the homeless situation going on here in California, and I'm just here in Los Angeles, but it defies all common comprehension. And I can say this with full confidence that the American Muslim community need never wonder where to direct their resources, their aid, their compassion, their money. I mean, this is truthfully unbelievable. It just, and here I am, I think just drove by the, some sort of museum of modern art here in downtown Los Angeles. And, you're like a block off, right? Like you go one block over and you right back in it. And you can be led with the impression that everything is cool and fine but we need never worry about where we should be, all this, want to send money overseas is cool. I'm not trying to say anything about communities overseas that are studying. But we got people here in our backyard desperately in need of a helping hand. So I just hope that, we'll consider some way to get involved. It's like you never, ever have to go, you never really have to go that far, man. It's always right here. But the sheer scale of it, as one who has traveled a little bit and has seen poverty in other countries, this joint right here is really something else. And I think more importantly, right, it is right here, and I might have the chance to affect change more than I would say if I were, dealing with a crisis that I can't necessarily put my hands on, or it's not right in my backyard, or I don't know. I just hope that we will lend some attention. Hope we can lend some attention to this situation. Inshallah. I heard a number of people talking, recently with the whole, Black American Muslim Conference, and there was a lot of talk about the Nation of Islam, and I don't like to overindulge that. I don't like to really overindulge that tendency too much. At the same time, however, unquestionably, I think one of the ways in which the nation worked was in how that they, like, for the average black person that came into contact with them, right, they felt that the nation was genuinely concerned with their life, their plight, their struggles, right? I don't think the American people really know whether or not Muslims care for them. And this is sad because, that almost suggests is like, Muslims are separate from the American people, right? So this is even doubly problematic for so-called Orthodox Black American Muslims. We have to really ask ourselves, what happened? I feel like I lived in Los Angeles now, going on close to 4 years. And I feel like I'm not even scratching the surface of getting to know the city. It's really huge. But at the same time, I feel like there's a lot of potential here. LA has a vibe to it. Sometimes, I think I did a video a little while ago. It does have a vibe of like, people are not always like real friendly, kind of wrapped up in themselves. But there's also like this art scene here, right? There's like an art scene in an atmosphere of creativity that I think the Muslims need to really give some thought as to how we can tap into that as a means of both articulating who we are, but also what we believe, right? I think we're missing out on some real opportunities here.